Hello, and welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial, and today we're going to be focusing on the golden axolotl. You've probably seen it on the thumbnail. A lot of people have been asking for it and a lot of requests coming through for the golden axolotl. So yeah, we're going to be focusing on that. I just want to make you aware that obviously this one we're going to be doing like we've done with the other ones, where we're going to be doing it sitting down or standing on the floor, and also we're going to be using some yellow concrete powder. So just bear that in mind if you are going to build this guy underwater. Just remember that that is actually going to change into yellow concrete, so you're going to lose that sort of little bit of texture that we got going on there, so just bear that in mind. But apart from that, let's get down to the colours and blocks you're going to need for the build, shall we? So the blocks you'll need for this build are blue concrete 2, red terracotta 2, orange concrete 6, orange wool 12, yellow terracotta 98, yellow concrete 92, yellow concrete powder 66, and yellow wool 214. So get shearing those sheep and let's get on to the build. Okay, so starting with your yellow terracotta, we're going to place 1 on the floor. Next to that, a yellow concrete powder, then 4 yellow wool, followed by another yellow concrete powder and a yellow terracotta. So this is the base of where the head's going to go. Once we've done that, we're going to spin on around to the right hand side and we're going to count out 7 from this block here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, followed by a yellow concrete, a yellow terracotta, a yellow concrete again, 2 more yellow terracotta, and then finish it off with 3 yellow concrete. So that's as long as the body's going to go. Obviously we need to add the tail on, but that's the main part of the body and the head. Spin on around to the opposite side and do the same, or you can look across and copy this same pattern that we've already done. That's all I'm going to do. So I'm not going to bother counting them out this time. So that, terracotta there, and then 1, 2, 3 on the end. So you should have 2 sides looking the same, and like I said, the head's going to go this side. Round the back side, all you need to do is just add on another yellow concrete on either end. And then in the center, it can be yellow terracotta, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's where the tail's going to go that way. Right, so starting from this left-hand side, we're going to fill in a few little gaps. So using your yellow terracotta, I want you to come to the back, and remember that's where the tail's going to be. These 2 yellow terracotta here, you can place another yellow terracotta there. Place 1 next to this one as well. Then also keep coming down by 1, 2 blocks, so you should have like an L shape here. You should have a 2 block gap between that one. And then pretty much do the same on the opposite side. So come to the back, remember the tail's going to be here, and the 2 yellow terracotta here, you can place 1. Come down to this one as well, and then leave 1, 2, 3 block gap, or a 2 block gap should I say, and then a yellow terracotta, and that's all the yellow we're going to be needing for that one. Switch to your yellow concrete this time, and then again starting from the back left hand side, we're going to place 1 there, come down to this one, place 1 there as well, and then this one here we want to come in and then on the outside as well, so you should have a little pattern like that. Do the same on the opposite side, okay? So you're going to place 1 there, 1 there, come in, do 1 there, 1 there, okay? Now switch to your yellow concrete powder, and what you're going to do is go to the back, remember, and do a line all the way across there and bring that down towards you, and then actually 1 in that corner as well, so you should have a pattern like that. Then I want you to come on the left hand side, you can pop 1 in there, 1 in this side, and then 1 just in that corner there. Do the same on the opposite side, so we're going to pop 1 in that gap, 1 in that gap, 1 in that corner, and then you should have this sort of head area. I want you to go 1, 2, 3 in there, and then do the same on the opposite side, 1, 2, 3, and you should have a pattern looking like that. Okay, so just pause the video if you need to pause it just to see what we've done there. So now we've done that, all you need to do is get your yellow wool and fill in all the gaps in between, okay? So this bit's super simple. Just fill in every single little gap. Oop, all the way to the end. Okay, you're going to be shearing a lot of wool if you're doing this in survival, so I do apologise. And there we go, so that is the base done. And remember, the tail's going to be going that way, and the head's going to be down here, right? So let's get onto the head, I guess, while we're here. So starting on the right hand side, I want you to get yellow concrete, pop 1 on top of there, followed by a blue concrete, followed by 2 yellow wool. And and then you can bring that yellow wool all the way across, just above the other side of the head. Sorry, the other side of the body, and you're going to do the same again. So yellow concrete here, and then blue, and then you should have 2 wool on top. See, there you go. And you can basically now just fill in all the rest in with yellow wool. When you get to this section where the eyes are, the 2 middle blocks here can be filled in with red terracotta. And again, like I said, the rest can now all be filled in with yellow wool. And that's the head done. Spin on round to the right hand side, and we're going to build up the head section now. So using your yellow concrete, we're going to start from here. So you've got 1 already in place. You can place 1 next to it, followed by 2 concrete powder, and then followed by a yellow concrete again. You can pop 1 there, and we're actually going to go up here by 2. On top of that, you can actually place any old block here, because we're going to actually be placing his sort of tentacle parts on there later on. So put any old block there for the time being, and then a yellow wool on top of that one. And while we're here with the yellow wool, you can bring that all the way across and meet the other side of the head, like that. Switch back to your yellow concrete. You can pop 1 on top of that concrete powder there. Go back to yellow concrete powder, pop 1 there and 1 there. And you should have a 3 block gap, which you're going to fill in with yellow wool. And there we go, that's the side of the head complete. And then what we're going to do is just literally spin on round and do the same on the opposite side. Okay, on the opposite side, we're going to pretty much do exactly what we've already done. So you can just look across and copy what we've done. So yellow concrete, and then we've got 2 yellow concrete powder. Yellow concrete again, 1, 2, any old block above that, followed by yellow wool, and then we can bring that all the way across to the other side of the head. Yellow concrete again, we can pop 1 there, concrete powder there, there, and then wool is going to finish it off. And there we go, that's 2 sides of the head done. Now going onto the top of the head, what you can do now is get your yellow concrete out, and you can pop in 2 on either side. And then the 2 centre bits can be filled in with yellow wool. And again, the rest can now all be filled in with yellow wool as well. There we go. So you should have something so far looking like, I don't know, some type of like worm or slug or something. So let's move on to the next section. Okay, so we're going to be switching a few different colours up. So just bear in mind, so spin around to the right hand side. What I want you to do is get your yellow terracotta out, and you're going to pop 1 in here. Next to that, yellow concrete, and then concrete powder, yellow concrete powder, yellow concrete powder, and then we're going to go with a yellow wool this time, then another yellow concrete, and then another concrete powder on the end to finish that section off. So that's 1 row done. Going up a row from the left hand side again, we're going to pop in a yellow concrete, then we're going to go 2 yellow wool, 1, 2, and then a yellow concrete powder, a yellow wool, a yellow concrete powder, and then the rest is going to be yellow wool all the way to the end. Okay, and then on top of that, the last row is going to be all yellow wool. Nice and simple. There we go, and I'll leave that there just a second, just so you can actually see what we've done there. Okay. Once we've done that, we're going to spin on around to the right hand side, and we're going to do the exact same thing on this side of the build. Okay, so if you want to take your time, you can do. Just take your time, casually looking across and placing the blocks on top of here. But what I like to do is we'd like to have a little race, me and my subscribers. So what we're going to do is, if you do want to race, let's go for it. We're going to just, again, copy all this out onto this side anyway. Okay, so in 3, 2, 1... go. And I just want to say, I never rehearse these. I do these as you see me now, I'm doing it. So if I make mistakes, I make mistakes on screen, and I don't edit it. And I hate trying to do these challenges. I really do. They confuse me, and it's so difficult because I'm obviously trying to talk at the same time as well as placing blocks. And I'm done. Actually, I didn't do too bad that time. Normally I make loads of mistakes, but I think I might have beat you this time. If I did, unlucky, but if not, well, congratulations to you, because I am getting slow at doing these. But anyway, you should have 2 sides looking exactly the same so far, right? So once we've done that, let's spin on round to the front, and we're going to do the next section. So what I want you to do now is we're going to go to the 2, come above the head, to the body, and we're going to now just get our yellow wool and bring it in by 2 blocks either side of the build, okay? And you can bring those 2 wool all the way down to the back of the body, like that. And then in the center here is where the tail's going to go, so we don't have to worry about that for a minute. Okay, nice and simple. Okay, so once we're here, what we're going to do is going to fill in these little back sections. So get your yellow concrete powder, you can pop one in there, and then a yellow concrete next to it, concrete powder on top, and then that block can be a yellow wool. So you should have a little pattern like that. Do the same on the opposite side as well, okay? So we're going to go concrete powder, and then a concrete powder on top of that, and a wool just in the gap there. So you should have a little pattern looking like that. While we're here, we might as well start on the tail. So get your yellow terracotta out, and what we're going to do is we're going to place just where this yellow, where this gap is, the yellow terracotta there. We're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you should have a 12 block of yellow terracotta all the way to the end. Once we're here, we might as well start from this end anyway. We're going to go 1 up, go with your yellow concrete on top. To the left of that, yellow terracotta. Then we're going to do like yellow concrete again. We're going to go 1, 2, and then come up by 1. To the left of that, yellow terracotta. Then 3 yellow concrete, 1, 2, 3. And I want you to now use your yellow concrete, and from the center block, we're going to come up by 1 and then come across by 3 again. So 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3 with your yellow terracotta, and that should meet the back of the build so far. Should have something looking like that. Okay, let's fill this section in. So use your yellow concrete, and from the back, so from the sort of back of the bum area, let's say, go yellow concrete, skip a block, yellow concrete, skip a block, yellow concrete, skip a block, yellow concrete. Then we're going to get out a yellow wool, go back again, and go 2 yellow wool there. And then, so basically you're going to do 2 yellow wool in all these gaps that we've just created. Okay, so you should have something looking like that. While you've got the yellow wool in the hand, we're going to actually just place 1 in between those 2 blocks there. And now you can actually switch to yellow concrete powder. And starting from the end of the tail here, we're going to pop 1 in there, 1 in there, 1 on top, 1 on top, 1 on top of here, 1 down here, 1 on top of there, and then 1 on there. So you've got like a zigzag pretty much of yellow concrete powder. And then these 2 blocks here can be yellow wool. So that's one side of the tail done. I'll just leave that there a minute so you can see exactly what we've placed. Once you've done that, now we're going to spin around and do the exact same thing on this side. Yes, you've guessed it, there's a big gaping hole here. We're going to copy this exact same thing again. Alright, so if you do want a little race again, let's go for it. In 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, I actually quite like doing this because I can just, don't really have to think on this one. You can just copy what's already there. And just so you know, if you're wondering why I switch blocks so quickly, I don't know if you're probably aware, most people are, there's a thing called pick block, which you can change on your settings, which allows you to push any keypad button on your controller to quickly select the block that you're looking at. So that's what I do. And that's how I get it. Oh, but done. Okay, I'm done. There we go. All done. Okay, so that's your tail complete. So all we need to do is finish off the top section. So going back to your yellow terracotta, we're going to go back to the tail where we finished off earlier, and we're going to bring that across by a further 2. So 1, 2. Yellow concrete is going to be next. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Followed off by yellow terracotta should be 1, 2, 3, and that should bring us up 1 block gap before the edge of the head. Now what I want you to do in these 2 gaps here, I want you to go yellow concrete like that, spin on round, and again just copy that across to this side as well, and that should cover up that hole that we got there below. And there we go, that's the tail all complete. The body's all complete. We just need to do his arms and his little whisker bits, whatever they are. Okay, so all we need to do now is put this little guy's feet on. So I want you to spin around to the right hand side, and I want you to find this little section here where we've got the yellow terracotta, and we've got one that sticks up here like an L shape. Just next to that is a yellow concrete. I'm going to go 1, 2 yellow terracotta, yellow wool, and then terracotta to the left, right, and in front of you. So that's 1 foot done. And then just come all the way across, and I want you to come to the back of the build, come in by 1, 2, 3, and on that 3rd block, do the same again. 2 yellow terracotta, yellow wool, and then yellow terracotta either side, and one there like that, and that's his 2 feet done. We're going to spin around to the other side and do the exact same thing. Okay, so remember, oh, we missed a block there. What was that there? Was it that? Maybe. We're going to come in by 3 blocks. So 1, 2, no, it wasn't. It was yellow concrete, wasn't it? So we're going to come in by 3. 1, 2, 3, and from here we're going to go 1, 2, yellow terracotta, yellow wool, terracotta, 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 and then remember at the back of the head, we're going to come down to where this first yellow concrete is. Go 1, 2, terracotta, wool, and then terracotta, terracotta, terracotta. And there we go, that's his feet all done. So now all we need to do is whack on his little tentacle things and we're all complete. Okay, so adding on these tentacle things, whatever they are, feelers, I don't know what they are, spin around to the right hand side of the build, and below that block that we placed earlier on, and directly below it, you want to come and place a yellow concrete. To the right of that, orange wool. Above that, a yellow wool. To the right, orange concrete, orange wool, and then above that, orange concrete. So you should have a pattern looking like that. Then that block that we placed there earlier, if you remember, we're going to place a yellow concrete on top of that, followed by a yellow wool. To the right, orange wool. Above that, yellow wool. To the right, orange wool. Above that, orange concrete. So it is, you know, a little bit of switching between blocks, but there you go. You should have 2 looking like that. Then come to the top, and remember where we placed the 2 sort of yellow concrete earlier on? Well, we're going to place blocks on top of them now. So using your yellow concrete on the left hand block, you're going to place 1. On the right hand side is orange wool. Above that, yellow concrete, orange wool, and then on top of that, orange concrete. So you should have something looking like that. And then on the left hand side, we're going to do this exactly the same, just opposite. So we're going to go yellow concrete, then the orange wool, then yellow concrete, then the orange wool, and then above that is the orange concrete. There you go. And then pretty much the same for the other 2 as well. So we're going to come on around to the left hand side this time. Start from the bottom here, go yellow concrete. Next to that is going to be orange wool. Above that, yellow wool. To the left of that, orange wool. And then above that is orange concrete. And then that block that we placed there earlier that we don't actually need is going to be yellow concrete, followed by a yellow wool on top. To the left, orange wool. Above, yellow wool. To the left, orange wool, and on top is orange concrete. Sorry, that's a bit of a tongue twister, keep switching between blocks, but anyway, there is our golden axolotl. Well, my interpretation of a golden axolotl. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that video, and make sure you stick around, subscribe if you already haven't, because I'll be doing a lot more builds in future, and we've still got a few things that I'm working on currently, but anyway, enough of me talking. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.